Welcome to all, dear students. Today I will deliver a lecture on topic of revenue. In this topic we will learn the meaning of term revenue and different kinds of revenue. First we will define the term revenue. What is the meaning of revenue? इसको हम उर्दू में आमदनी कहते हैं and its definition is it is the receipts from sale of goods and services. That is sale proceeds. When a producer produces goods, he brings them these goods, those goods that he produced, to the market for sale and sells them in the market for want of money, and that money is in the form of price paid by the buyer of product at the payment that the producer receives from the sale of goods or services is known as the revenue of producer. Or we can say, when a seller sells a product, he receives payment, that is price paid by the buyer, by the customer of the product, and that payment forms the revenue of seller. Now we will learn different kinds of revenue. First one is total revenue. Total revenue, denoted by TR. Total revenue, it is total receipts. It is defined as total receipts from sale of goods or services. Since revenue is receipts from the sale of goods and services, and total revenue will be total receipts from the sale of goods or services. And total revenue of any producer, total revenue of any seller is equal to P into Q, P multiplied by Q. For TR is total revenue, P is price of a commodity, price of a good, price of a service, and Q is units of output. Units of output sold, units of output produced and sold, or we can say Q is quantity of goods and services produced and sold to the buyer. For example, a producer is producing a marker. This is a marker which a producer has produced with the help of factors of production, inputs of production such as land, labor, capital, raw material, etc. And if the price of this marker is equal to 10 rupees per unit, and units of output, that is units of this marker sold, is equal to 5 units, that is the quantity of marker sold to the customers, to the buyers is equal to 5 units when its price is equal to 10 rupees per unit. Therefore, total revenue of the producer is equal to 10 into 5 is equal to 50 rupees. So this is how we get the total revenue of any producer, total revenue of any firm, or total revenue of any seller of a particular product. Now the second one is average revenue. Average revenue denoted by AR. What is average revenue? It is revenue per unit of output. It is revenue per unit of output. Revenue per unit of output, and it is obtained with the help of this formula. Average revenue is equal to total revenue divided by units of output. To get the average revenue, value of average revenue, we need the value of total revenue and units of output sold. The value of total revenue is divided by the units of output, and we will get a revenue per unit of output, that is known as average revenue. As in our example, the total revenue of producer who has produced marker, and total revenue from the sale of 5 units of marker is equal to 50 rupees. Therefore, the value of total revenue it is equal to 50 rupees, and this total revenue it is from the sale of 5 units of marker. The Q, the units of output, the units of marker sold is equal to 5 units. Q is equal to 5 units, and average revenue, that is revenue per unit of output, that is revenue per unit of marker, is equal to 10 rupees. This is how we get average revenue of any sale of commodity or service. Simply, you have to remember that average revenue it's obtained with the help of this formula, that is, we have to take the value of total revenue, and that value is divided by the units of output. Now we will discuss the term marginal revenue. Marginal revenue. Denoted by MR. What is marginal revenue? It is defined in many ways. We can define it as change in total revenue as a result of sale of one more unit of output. Owner unit is defined as change in total revenue as a result of sale of one more unit of output, or we can say change in total revenue as a result of change in units of output sold. We can also define it as additional revenue from sale of one more unit of output or from additional unit of output. Or we can also define as addition to total revenue when there is sale of one more unit of output. And this smaller revenue, we can write it as change in total revenue due to change in units of output, due to change in quantity of commodity sold. Suppose the commodity in our example is marker. When there is one more unit of marker sold, there will be addition to total revenue, there will be change in total revenue. How much is added to total revenue, how much is there change in total revenue, that is known from the marginal revenue. How to obtain the value of marginal revenue? We can use this formula. Marginal revenue of nth unit of output of nth unit of commodity is equal to total revenue of n units of output, n units of commodity, total revenue of n minus 1 units of output, or we can say total revenue of n minus 1 units of commodity, or n minus 1 units of good or service. For example, Q units of output, quantities of commodity. Suppose the commodity produced by producer is this marker, and it is units are 1 and 2, and price, P is price, it is 10 and 7, and total revenue of the producer, total revenue of the producer who has produced the product, that is marker, it will be equal to price into units of output, price into quantity, and it will be equal to, from first unit, total revenue will be equal to 10 into 1, that is 10 rupees, and from second unit, from 2 units, total revenue will be equal to 7 multiplied by 2, it will be equal to 14 rupees. This is the total revenue of the producer from these units. From first unit it is 10 rupees, and from 2 units it is 14 rupees. Now we will calculate marginal revenue. Suppose we want to know marginal revenue from the second unit. How much is change in total revenue from the sale of one more unit of output, that is from the second unit? It will be equal to total revenue of, that is current level of output, that is 2 units, total revenue of 2 units of marker, minus total revenue of 2 minus 1 units of marker. The marker is output, the marker is product in our example, 2 minus 1. With the help of this formula, we are calculating marginal revenue. And it will be equal to total revenue from 2 units of marker, it is equal to 14 rupees. And from 2 minus 1, total revenue of 2 minus 1 is equal to total revenue of 1, that is total revenue of first unit, which is equal to 10 rupees, and it will be equal to 14 minus 10, it will be equal to 4 rupees. This is the marginal revenue from the second unit of marker. I hope you have got it. Thanks.